Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today we are reviewing a 2026 Ford F-250 Platinum Tremor. Is this truck worth the high price tag? Let's find out. Before we get started, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Joe Machens, Capital City Ford, for allowing me time with this vehicle. Please reach out to Mike for all your vehicle needs. Powering this 2026 Ford F-250 Platinum Tremor is the 6.7 liter high output diesel engine, producing 500 horsepower and 1,200 pound-feet of torque through a 10-speed automatic transmission. Right, starting up front here on this 2026 Ford F-250, we have this huge Ford logo. It is navy. I would like to see this black because you'll notice all the accents on this truck are black. We have a black grille here. Huge LED headlights, huge DRLs. One thing I like is the inside of these headlights are painted black. I don't know if you guys can see that. Really adds to the look of this truck. Coming down here, we have a color matched bumper. Here's our fog lights in here. Black recovery hooks. Parking sensors down here. Smaller air dam because this is an off-road truck. This thing is huge, so I don't know who would be off-roading it, but that is the purpose of the Tremor package. Obviously, you'll see there's your other recovery point. No skid plates on this truck. I'd almost like to see those. As I mentioned, if this is technically an off-road level trim, love the Tremor wheels. Love the look of these. This is a Goodyear Wrangler Duratrack 285/75 R18. These are close to 35-inch tires. Look great. Love the wheels on this Tremor package. That is an option. That is a feature you get with that package. Looks great. Beefy suspension in this F-250. Wheel liner up front. Platinum logo here. Black F-250. This goes all the way down the length of the truck. Here's our Power Stroke turbo diesel badge. High output is the red 6.7L. Huge tow mirrors here. We have our turn signals right here. Black capped on top. Blind spot monitoring up top here. Check out the profile of this truck. Color matched door handles. We have our lock button here. Coming to the back, side step, super handy. There's our diesel and DEF fluid. We are leaf sprung in the back. Obviously, this F-250 has a rougher ride to it, what you expect in a heavy-duty truck. Tremor logo in black. This looks really good against the white. Massive taillights here. Black accents throughout. Another bed step on the corner here. Parking sensors on the color-matched rear bumper. Another blue Ford logo. I'd like to see that black just to match the truck a little bit. I love this black, this kind of two-tone tailgate with the black Super Duty applique in the back. Here's our rear cameras. Let's check out the key fob. I know this tailgate is powered. Pretty standard Ford key fob there. Lock, unlock, remote start, tailgate drop. This one also gets the bed step. Press this button, pull out. Your handle's right here, which is really handy in a truck this tall. Ruler across the back, can't forget that. This has a spray and bed liner. We have power on this side. Here's our, this does have the fifth wheel trailer hookup, cargo lights. You can see the hookup kind of there. Lots of snow in Missouri. Still brutally cold temps. Towing, let's talk towing. There's our traditional trailer hookups. Max conventional towing, 22,000 pounds. With that fifth wheel setup, I think it goes to around 23,000 pounds. Let's check out the exhaust. Dual exhaust coming out one side here. I would probably get those black if I bought this truck, just to complete the black on white look. Super cool. Love the look of these Tremors. Let's take a look at the sticker. That probably won't be as appealing as the truck is. 2026 F-250 crew cab. This is the star white color from Ford. Looks really good. It really pops in the sun. I don't know if you can see the metallic flakes. Looks really good. All right, let's start with the options here. So the Star White color is a $995 charge. That seems excessive, but not as excessive as the 6.7 liter high output Power Stroke option, $13,495. If you tow full time, maybe worth it. Standard output diesel engine would probably be enough. The Tremor off-road package, $4,450, gives you the 35-inch off-road tires. Machine painted aluminum wheels. We have the rapid supplemental heater, $350, engine block heater, $250, Pro Power on board, $985, fifth wheel package, $750, moonroof, $1495, upfitter switches, $250, spray and bed liner, $625, max recline driver passenger seat, $560. We'll check that out in a second. So the base price of this Platinum is $78,665. This particular truck has $24,205 worth of options. That is just outrageous. This is fully loaded. I don't even know if there's anything else you can add to this truck. So after destination, that obviously brings our total price, total MSRP, $104,895. Let me know what you all think of that. I will say this is probably the perfect blend of off-road and luxury with that Platinum trim and also the Tremor package. Obviously, $104,000 for a truck is ridiculous. But hey, you do get these nifty little, I don't know how they work, to be honest. Now we do have the power side steps, you all can see there. I'm not used to fancy stuff like that. Let's check out the interior. All right, coming in, this is typical to the Platinum trim. We kind of have this navy accent throughout, super soft material, soft touch material. Power mirrors, we have the tow mirrors, obviously, memory seats here, lots of storage down below, B&O sound system, Platinum badge on your sill here. Let's check out the payload, 2,909 pounds. Not bad for this heavy duty truck. Here's all our lighting controls. Parking brake, power pedals. Here's the seats also, power seats. These are not massaging seats, which, to be honest, in a truck of this price, I'd like to see. These Platinum seats, though, look at the bolster. Kind of have that extra bolster up top here. And then the Platinum logo with the suede navy accents. Super comfortable seats. There's no denying that. Hopping inside here, let's turn this thing on. There's our digital gauge cluster. We'll get the big, I don't know if it's 12 or 14 inch screen. Still have the sticker on this one. So looking at the steering wheel here, here's our cruise controls right here, volume controls. Here's our menu, gauge cluster controls. And you'll see here the main options. If I can get to it, there you go. There's our heads-up display controls. You can look in here. Lots of different gauges. I think there's like an off-road screen, diesel gauges, if you want to look at those. A lot of information in here. Here's our blinker and wiper setup. Column shifter, obviously, in this heavy-duty truck. Here's our ignition start button here. Coming down here, we do have drive modes. Rear locker, trail turn assist is available in this truck, which would be handy for the sheer size of this thing. If we look at the drive modes, we just get normal, slippery, off-road, rock crawl, tow haul, and eco. I don't know. Pretty big truck to be off-roading, but it is possible. Pro trailer control, trailer brake controller. We get a little storage in the side here, which is nice. Looking at this infotainment screen, pretty standard to Ford. You get this smaller screen on the side. You can customize to whatever. Hit this camera button down here. Obviously, we have all the cameras that you would need. Bed camera. You're going to have the rear camera, 180 camera, front camera. Here's our side camera. It does take up this entire screen, which is nice. So the 360, super nice on a truck this size, makes it a little easier to park. Coming down here, we get the volume control, tuning controls here, ABS controls right there. Climate controls, all physical buttons, super nice. Heated steering, heated seat, ventilated seat. More outlets, standard here. We have this nice little cubby on the side for the passenger. And then we do get wireless charging down here. 2 USB plug-ins there. You can also shut this, cover anything up you need to. Great spot for your phone here. Another feature I always talk about is this storage here. You can turn 2 cup holders into 4. This is great. Center console, we get the Platinum badge here and more of this navy suede material. Huge console, as you would expect. Nice little tray, lighting in there, 2 more USB chargers, charging ports. There is the cup holders. And let's check out, oh, I forgot up here. Upfitter switches, super nice. These are already wired in. This does have the moon roof, sunglass holder, the rear window control, and the home controls there. Let's listen to this diesel engine. Obviously pretty quiet, nothing like the V8, just a nice little rumble. I'll also mention we do get the power adjust telescoping steering wheel, which is nice. Let's check out these, I don't even know how these work, these recline seats. That's your lumbar support. Let's see how long it takes us. So we are almost completely flat. So if you like sleeping in your truck, this is a great feature. We'll check it out in the back. I mean, we're touching the seat. Always wondered how those worked. Honestly, I don't know if I'd ever use this. Spending $104,000 on this truck though. If I were to do that, I'd probably have to live in it. So that is a nice feature to have. We'll check out the back seat now. We'll put this back to where I had it. Same material in the back, cup holder, B&O sound system, storage in here. Lots of room back here, as you would expect. We still get the Platinum badges. Still got plastic on that one, actually. And then these seats do fold down, 60-40 split. Pockets here, heated seats in the back, more chargers there. And then we get the nice little armrest. Then here's the view of the front. All right, now we're gonna hop in and take this thing for a spin. All right, we are off in this 2026 Ford F-250 Platinum Tremor. Yes, I know this truck's expensive. It's ridiculous if you ask me, but if you really love this truck, you love the luxury features of the Platinum, and you love the look of the Tremor or the capabilities you get with that Tremor package, you know, up down the engine on this thing. I mean, $14,000 is roughly what you're going to spend just to get this high output diesel engine. Most people don't need 1,200 pounds of torque. Go get the V8, save 14 grand, get this truck for, yes, I know, $90,000. It's expensive, but it's cheaper than 105. So just something to think about. Another option I really like on these F-250s is, you know, you can get this Tremor package on a lot of different trim levels. So if it were me, I'd go get me a F-250 XLT and add that Tremor package with the V8. And you can probably get it for less than what you would get a F-150 Tremor for. I bet you could get it for around 70, maybe even less. Let's go through the snow here. I don't know if anybody would actually off-road a truck like this due to the size. I mean, it's massive. On the highway, it's a little rough too, but this torque, this low-end torque on this diesel engine is really, really good. You know, obviously there's probably excess power. You probably don't need, like I mentioned, 1,200 pound-feet of torque. There's a sweet Raptor R. Hopefully I can get my hands on one of those next. Turning radius is pretty darn good in this thing too for the size. And with those 360 cameras, you can probably park this thing just about anywhere. Also, your mirrors fold in, so that's a nice feature to have also. So yeah, I just want to take this thing around the block, get a feel for it on this uneven road here. It is very zippy. That's probably the word I would use to describe this setup. Let me know what you all think of this Ford F-250 Platinum Tremor 2026. It is available at Joe Machens, Capital City Ford. And I know there's areas to improve. As far as incentives and deals, you can get a little money off of this. But at the end of the day, it is a $100,000 truck. Most people aren't looking for a $100,000 truck. But I guarantee you in a couple weeks, this thing will be gone. So as always, I appreciate you all watching. As I mentioned, we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We're getting close. We're around 650. It's all because of you guys. Hopefully we can get there so I can keep driving around cool trucks. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.